This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the afternoon of Wednesday, May 17th, 2023. I'm Alex Brown. 18 teams will submit their innovative solution this week as part of the AgriNovus Indiana Hunger Tech Challenge. AgriNovus CEO Mitch Frazier said the teams look to address the problem of food access for SNAP recipients through the creative implementation of technology.
If they are an innovator and they can find a way to connect food supply with food demand using technology, we want to unlock that. We want to create the conditions for those innovators to turn those ideas into actions and those actions into companies. And we're seeing it. We have teams from not just across Indiana, but across the country competing for now $30,000 in prize money. And that $30,000 is designed to help those companies turn from that initial viable idea into an initial viable product. And the whole goal, as we look at this, its most broad view is, how do we use the power of technology? How do we use innovation to say, how best can we connect those in need with food?
He said the prize money given to the winners is meant to act as an accelerator to help turn their initial viable idea into an initial viable product. Subaru of Indiana Automotive is celebrating the start of production of the Crosstrek vehicle at the Lafayette plant today. It's the first time production of the Crosstrek has occurred in the U.S., as SIA is Subaru's only manufacturing facility outside of Japan. In addition to the Crosstrek, SIA also makes the Subaru Ascent, Legacy, and Outback models. More than $6 million in improvements to the Benjamin Harrison Presidential Site in Indianapolis are set to be formally unveiled tomorrow. The improvements are designed to provide increased visibility for the historic landmark and enhance learning experiences about the only president elected from Indiana. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Indiana, it's time to get revved up. Inside Indiana Business is going racing. We'll be at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the month of May and take you inside the business of motorsports, from gasoline alley to high-tech race shops to small-town dirt tracks. We'll explore what fuels a billion-dollar industry in the state. Join the entire Inside Indiana Business team from the world's greatest race course for Business at the Brickyard, brought to you by Purdue University. It's checkered flag coverage you won't want to miss.
Construction continues on the Pontiac Street Market, a full-service grocery store that will serve an area in Fort Wayne designated as a food desert. Fort Wayne City Councilor Michelle Chambers told our partners at WPTA-TV on Tuesday the store will lead to additional development. When complete, the store will offer fresh produce, meat, dairy, and baked goods, and also feature prepared foods, a sandwich counter, and grocery pickup, according to the city. Chambers said the project will be an anchor for the community.
One grocery store means there's an opportunity for more retail. There could be a doctor's office there. There could be a medical clinic there. There could just be additional retail. It creates that anchor, and then you can add to it and add to it. And then what does it become? A full, walkable, livable neighborhood.
The Pontiac Street Market is set to open this fall. Officials in North Vernon broke ground yesterday on a $35 million housing development. The project, which is being billed as the first substantial residential development in more than 30 years, will add 100 new housing units to the Jennings County city. Known as Heritage Estates, the project is a public-private partnership among the City of North Vernon, the North Vernon Redevelopment Commission, DC Development, and Indianapolis-based HWC Engineering, which also has an office in North Vernon. North Vernon Clerk-Treasurer Sean Gherkin said bringing new quality housing to the city will position it for growth for the first time in years by enabling businesses to attract and retain talent. The project will be completed in phases, with lots expected to be available in the spring of 2024. A $1.5 million project at the Daviess County Airport is being billed as an important strategic advantage for the region. A ceremonial groundbreaking took place yesterday for the project that will extend the airport's main runway to 5,000 feet, which officials say will allow the 130-acre airport to accept larger aircraft such as Gulfstream G300s and Bombardier Learjets. Daviess County Councilor Matt Meredith says insurance companies for certain jets mandate a runway length that the airport currently doesn't have.
We've had numerous instances where a charter company, somebody wanted to charter a plane. They're like, well, we need at least 5,000 feet. We can meet you in Lawrenceville or Bloomington, when we really wanted to fly out of Daviess County. So this is going to open up those doors. We're going to be able to accept larger aircraft. And with a lot of the stuff that's going on economically within the county, we want to be able to accept all those different businesses and aircraft come into the area.
The project is expected to take about 90 days to complete. Indiana Destination Development Corporation CEO Elaine Beadle is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports, and entertainment, and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Alex Brown for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.